L'IAE de Poitiers vous présente Micro-ondes, savourez l'info.
Hello, hello everybody, welcome to Micro-ondes, the news podcast of the IAE of Poitiers. And hello Gaëtan.
Hello Hélène, and hello everyone.
Today a special podcast totally in English. So Gaëtan, what is the menu today?
First we have the hottest information, then the dish of the day with the event Cup of World. After we will have the right recipe of Mrs. Foster about how to improve our English. Then there will be the surprise interviews, and to finish our grain of salt. Enjoy your meal.
And we start with the hottest information. Don't forget that the IAE Gala takes place on Saturday. The theme, the Roaring Twenties. It starts with a graduation ceremony at 4:30 p.m., followed by a cocktail reception for graduates. And at 7 p.m., you will find the shuttles from IAE. We wish you a good party!
Now we move to our rubric The Dish of the Day, where we review the event which took place on November 28, a Cup of World. Listen to it and enjoy!
Le plat du jour.
Can you explain the concept of your event?
This event is about bringing Erasmus on gap year students and let them talk about their experience with the other IAE students.
Okay, and how did you have the idea?
It came in the English class with Mrs. Powell. We had to make a fictive presentation about an event with international students, and a Cup of World was one of the idea.
And how was the organization of this event?
It was a bit difficult at the beginning because we didn't have a lot of time, so we had to be efficient and came up with something great.
And how many people come today?
I don't really know, but in my opinion, about 50 or 60 people, all of them students or teachers and gap year students, of course. It's great.
Hello, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, so I'm Manon and I am in Management International.
And why did you choose to come to this event?
Because I am thinking maybe of doing a year abroad, so gap year, and I wanted to have some details to see how it's going on and if I can do it.
What have you learned here?
So not a lot because it was not very well organized, to be honest. But I talked with the English teacher, and she introduced me to the woman who is in charge of the DU. So she told me to take an appointment, and she will answer to my questions.
Has the event reinforced your desire to go a gap year, to do a gap year?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen pictures of people who went around the world, so yeah, of course. But I need to talk with this woman to see and have more detail to see if it's possible.
We obviously thank the organizers of this event and all the people present at this event who agreed to answer our questions. We hope that this motivated you to do a gap year next year.
We continue with our rubric The Right Recipe, in which we have interviewed Anna Foster on the topic how to improve our English. She will give us some good advices, so stay alert!
Quelle est la bonne recette?
My name is Anna Foster and I'm the newest English teacher at the IAE. I just started this year. Before that I worked for a department at an IUT.
Could you give some advice for students about how to improve their English?
There's not really a secret to improve a language, you just need to have a lot of contact with it. And that's why when you go to a foreign country you usually learn faster. And so the best thing you can do is do something every day in English. You could read a magazine article or watch a television series, listen to the news, anything. It doesn't really matter what you do. It doesn't have to be like a punishment. You don't have to do grammar activities every day. But that too, you could maybe do grammar on one day and watch a True Blood on another day. Or it doesn't really matter, but just regular contact.
We often hear that watching movies in original version, like English version, is a good thing to improve our English. Do we have to let the subtitles or no subtitles?
The best thing probably is to watch it, if it's an American or an English film, to watch it in English with English subtitles. Because one of the problems you have is you can read, all of you can read, but you don't associate how the word looks and how the word sounds. So if you leave the English subtitles and in English, you get an automatic association of the two, and you can enjoy it because it's fun.
My last question, we French have a reputation being bad in English or foreign language. Is it the truth, or what do you think about that?
Oh, I don't think the French are any less capable of learning English than any other country, but you have some handicaps because of the way the country is. It's a French country with a beautiful language, and you're proud of your language, and everything in the country is in French. So it's difficult to come in contact regularly with the language. You have to actually make an extra effort, and that's not always easy to do, especially for students who have a lot of work.
Thanks to Mrs. Foster for taking the time to answer our questions. Now, you have to apply your advice to counter preconception and become real professional in English. Maybe have you also some techniques to improve your English? Do not hesitate to let us know it on our Facebook page. And now it's time to switch to your favorite rubric, Surprises Interviews!
Interview surprise.
Yeah, hey, my name is Kafri Dalmeda. I'm in Masters of Strategy and Marketing.
And where is Brian?
In the kitchen, of course.
Yes, so hello, I'm Frederick Hardy. I'm from L3 Management.
What is the name of Kate and William's baby?
George, isn't it?
Hello, so my name is Annabelle, I'm 23 and I'm studying international business.
And what is the palace of the Queen called?
Buckingham Palace!
Hi, I'm Jahan Khan. I am in Master's Management.
And where is Jenny, the sister of Brian?
She's in the bathroom!
Hello Hélène, I am Nolwenn and I am in Master 1 SMC.
And it's raining today. Where is your umbrella?
Oh, where is my umbrella? eh, 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 eh.
Thanks everybody who played the game and has answered our question even if they were in English.
To conclude our broadcast, we put our grain of salt on the war raging between English and French. Okay, I'm exaggerating a bit, but we'll look at the fact that the French don't like the English and vice versa.
Indeed, the tumultuous relation with our neighbors was not born yesterday. Our two countries are intertwined. These nations are built one against the other, explained an expert from the Battle of Trafalgar and defeat at Waterloo. The shots did the rest. A folklore that the two countries maintain with humor.
Philippe Chassaigne, historian and specialist in Britain, explained that we love to hate the British and vice versa. And I agree with him. History explains many differences. Following the Norman invasion, French was the official languages of the royal court of England during the 11th century. And do not forget that until 1870, the hereditary enemy of France was England.
Yes, but history is not the only thing which explains this situation. Firstly, the culture of Anglo-Saxon is oral, while French are in Latin written tradition. Moreover, the commercial tradition of England opposes to agricultural tradition of the continent.
However, the most important explanation seems to be the tradition and respect. Let me explain. For a long time, the English and the French have been the two leading nations of the world and therefore in opposition. Nowadays, this social position is frozen, but the animosity persists by habits and tradition. It is not so much ideas that won't make us hate each other, and there came a kind of mutual respect for the old rival. But Gaëtan, we speak about the reasons which can explain this animosity. But do you agree? Do you like or hate English people?
To my mind, and as we saw before, this conflict belongs to the culture. For each of us, we are the people we like to hate. And you, Hélène, what is your opinion?
Well, Gaëtan, I'm a little Breton in my soul. Even if I have nothing against the English, I can't help thinking that they have taken our land. But, again, and as you say, put it is a question of culture. And you, dear audience, what is your opinion? Log on to our Facebook page and let us know.
That's all, dear audience. My crown is already finished. We hope that you have appreciated this podcast entirely in English.
We apologize, of course, for all our mistakes, especially pronunciation. We'll come back in 2 weeks for the last broadcast before the Christmas holiday. Bye-bye!
Bye, and always be greedier for information.
C'était Micro-ondes. À bientôt!